Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from November 7 to 13. For everyone that's new here, my name is Sabrina. What I do is I do a little overall energy reading, like I talk about the moons or the eclipses or the planetary alignments, or I just go into what is happening with ourselves. So let's get into it. This week is the blood full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. We're just coming off the new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio, and we've been feeling the feels. A lot of people I'm talking to, they're just a lot of crying, a lot of stuck energies, a lot of drifting apart from people, coming together with people. Know that it's all part of your contracts, it's all part of this movement forward. It's difficult for a lot of us to see things like, it's like, but why did this happen? And like, you know, we keep asking ourselves questions, and then you ask the universe, or you ask your higher self, and it's just like, just surrender and trust, right? Just go with what is being presented to you at this very moment in time, because everything will make sense to you in the future. Lunar eclipses are all about significant change. Lunar eclipses come in and they like bring, they spotlight situations in your life, relationships, what have you, and it usually feels, they put you in an uncomfortable position, but uncomfortable. Like, I think that we all need, I truly believe that we are all moving through discomfort. We have been for 2 years now, and it's going to continue, but that's the only way we can get to comfort, right? Is to release everything out of our system, of our bodies. So this lunar eclipse this lunar eclipse is bringing up some you might notice in the week, or next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, things like surprises, or things that come out of the blue that you didn't really expect to happen, or meet this person, or see this situation like develop, like something is going to, like, that's what a lunar eclipse is. This lunar eclipse in Taurus is like, Taurus is a Hierophant card in the tarot, and it's also the King of Pentacles. I needed to bring this out because of the imagery here. The Taurus is all about financial stability. It's all about home security, but also in the original Rider-Waite, the Taurus is about tradition and following a practice, I guess, following a ritual, kind of like staying on in line, kind of thing. So Taurus is also about grounding, grounding your energies, like, it's Earth sign, right? Earth sign. It's about sedentary, like taking things down. So with that being said, this Taurus lunar eclipse is not going to be as emotional as Scorpio was, but don't be fooled, because it's also going to make us feel very frustrated and confused and alone and irritable as well. There's going to be a lot of that. And you know, Taurus is all about finances, like I said. It's also about self-worth, right? So that is coming up for all of us. This is it's a full release of that, of this like lack mentality, or this. It's interesting, because now I understand why this is coming up for me too. So that's interesting. Okay, but with the Taurus energy is allowing you to process and integrate these changes a little bit in a more calming and grounding way than if we were at Scorpio, right? So in this eclipse, we have Uranus that's playing a role. I brought out the star, which is Aquarius, and the Fool is also Aquarius, but Uranus rules Aquarius. So I brought these two out because Uranus playing this role in this lunar eclipse is us, like, stepping outside of the normal, outside of this little box that we find ourselves in, which could be Taurus as well. Taurus kind of like keeps you like always moving at the same pace, and doesn't really want this unexpected change, doesn't deal really well with this, but it's time. It's time, because in Taurus, you could be holding on to the old stories. You could be holding on to the old relationships, your old life, how you used to do things. This is what Taurus is. How you used to, like, that's the way it was, and oh, nostalgia, whatever. And Uranus is like, no, man, we can't do that anymore. It's time. We need to, like, push out of this, push out of these limitations. I'm going to show you, because Saturn is also playing a role in this lunar eclipse, and Saturn is rules Capricorn, which you'll find in the Devil or the World card. Saturn is all about limited belief systems, living within a structure, living within what we told you to do, living that's kind of that feeling of the devil energy, right? Or even the world, if you see, it's like just living within the confines of this circle. But it's like it's time to say goodbye to that. Venus is also playing a role. Venus is our Empress card. Venus is also playing a role, so that's why, like, all of these roles that are being played here, the Uranus, the Venus, the Saturn, the planets within Taurus energy, you are like almost being pushed to the limits, right? Like outside the limits. Saturn wants to keep you tight, but it's like, no, we can't. Uranus is like, no, you can't, honeys, because I'm here, right? Uranus and Taurus have been playing a very important role in this whole year. It's like Uranus keeps pushing on Taurus, and the Taurus is like, and it's like, it's time. And Venus is playing this role, and Venus is all about relationships, it's all about money, and it's all about self-worth. So it's like all of these energies are coming up for us, and we're kind of trying to push them down, but it's like, nope. Lunar eclipse is like, no, we're going to release them all. And it's really important now that we actually pay attention to this. Okay, so the next I saw this online. It's like the next blood moon lunar eclipse is 2025. So this is the time that we need to work through this. So the lunar, like, I always bring up the old stories and these old energies, but this eclipse season is exactly what that is. It's all of us bringing up these things. And the lunar eclipse is interesting because lunar, right? Lun is the moon, is negative energy. The sun is positive energy. This is the divine feminine. That's the divine masculine energy. But we're almost like, it's almost like it's bringing up these energies, right? And that we deem negative. So the anger, the hate, the breakups, the relationship, and we're like, oh, that's such negative energy. I need to be more positive. But what is positive? And what is negative? Who taught you to believe that negative was a bad thing, or was like not part of your soul evolution, right? Again, that's the limited belief systems that we have found ourselves in. We, like, if you really step back and you say, what's good, what's bad? Like, who taught me to believe these things? Why do I believe this? It's a whole, like, looking at your belief systems, the whole looking at everything in your life, right? The polarity that we live in. We live in a polarized world where everything's black, white, yes, no, heaven, hell, up, down, right? It's like, who deemed these things as that? And why are we following these things? We are, the whole goal is neutrality. It's to step back from all of this and to not love, hate, negative, positive, is just to observe them. In the next few months, we're going to see this more and more. Like we might find ourselves in these negative situations in our life, but why? You know what? It's like surrendering to your soul, and trusting your soul is really trusting that it's taking you there for a reason. So if you are confronting this person that is doesn't feel right or feels negative to you, then like I've done this with a few of my friends and clients, and told them that that person that feels negative to you, why don't you put your face on that person? Because we're all a mirror. So if you put that your face on that person, and that person's being negative towards you, whatever that means, or whatever emotion is coming up inside you, right? Look at it and say, why am I being negative towards me? How have I been negative towards others? How, like, that is the reflection that you're looking at. And when you see this, when you step into the awareness that this energy is coming up, that's where your soul is taking you, has directed you there to see this, and you need to clear it. And it's not going to be comfortable, right? Like we've said, it's not going to be fun. This ride that we're on is not fun, because we are fully clearing energies out of our system and fully clearing information. We have so much information in this vessel that we've learned in books and watched movies and listened to people tell us how to believe, where to put our attention on, how to live. All this information is clearing. To get to neutrality is an empty vessel. To get to pure love is an empty vessel. To go back to, and it's interesting I say that, to go back to who you were. We're not going back to who we were, right? We're creating anew, because this is what I feel and I know, is that we've already lived in the future, and we've annihilated the earth, and now we are back to right that wrong. And now I don't want to be that person that I was in the future. I want to be new, anew. And this is what is happening, and that's why we're doing that, because that person, or that soul, whatever, that person, the human that lives in that future, was full of this density, and this had needed to clear this information. And now that information has come back into this present time, and it needs to be cleared. And that is what is happening, to be short and sweet about it. Right? So yeah, it's gonna bring up a lot of energy within you, because you're quite literally facing off with your ego. You're going head to head, right, face to face with your ego, and your ego is like, no man, we're gonna stay in this polarized world, because that's how I know how to work. I know how to work with good and bad, black and white, positive and negative. I don't know how to work outside of this. And your soul is like, doesn't work like that. It only works in neutrality. So this is a little bit of that conflict that is happening within you too, because sometimes maybe you are in this place of like awareness, and you're saying, okay, I heavily judge people, so okay, now what? And then your ego will come in. So what if you heavily judge people? That's okay, because that has gotten you through the abuse, and it's gotten you through this and it gives an explanation to why you are heavily judgmental towards yourself or towards others or whatever it is. The explanation doesn't come from your soul. It comes from your ego. So that's when you kick in. You're like, okay, ego, you got to shut down now, because I really got to look at this. I really got to go back into time and to understand why I heavily judge people, and I got to go forgive myself at that time, and then let it go and leave it in the past. Just know that you're loved and supported every step of the way. When you're going, when all these feelings and emotions are coming up, the best thing to do is to put your face on it. Put your face on another person that's bothering you. Put your face on the emotion, the thought. If you put your face everywhere, it's like a hall of mirrors. It helps you like better understand what it is that you're needing to clear. Because this journey is created by you and you alone, and you're the one who's going through this. Everyone else is in your simulation for a reason. They're helping you through this, but you're needing to walk through this. And you have to face yourself. Face the shitty and the great, right? Like, it's all there for you to look at. and then I want to talk about November 11th, right? 11/11. So, of course, I'm plugging myself. We have Essence Divine. We have a angel numerology card, so all the numbers with all this beautiful artwork. So you can get that on our Etsy or on our website, and we have all the information below. So 11/11, 1/1, like 1/1. These two portals, it's like a portal, right? Energy. One is the magician in the tarot. One is like manifestation, creating a new reality. One is what I love about 11, like 11/11 is one is like your one true self, but with the oh my god, I can't even speak. With the other one is 1 + 1 is 2, so it's like one, but really we're all connected. One in the whole, because we are a whole consciousness. We're just not one. It's not about your journey, right? It's about our journey. So 11/11 is really beautiful, and also 11 is this connection to divine source that's within you and without and outside of you as well. There's this like feeling like it's like coming off that eclipse energy on the 8th and moving into the 11th. It's almost gonna feel like you're gonna start to see a little bit more clarity in your life. A little bit, right? Because you're still going through the energies, let's be real here. But 11/11 is just going to connect the dots, perhaps, with you. And 11 in the tarot is the Justice card. So the Justice card is finding that balance with yourself, right? That's a good one. I like that. It's almost like you're dealing with this negativity or all these like energies coming up inside you, which are like is you, right? Like that's why I don't like that negative positive. It's like, because it's a really bad connotation, the negative, because the dark and the light and the dark, but the dark is really who you are. This is what's inside of you. This is what has kept you alive for these millions and thousands and hundreds and billions of years, right? You wouldn't be able to be have gone through all these past lifetimes in the Akashic records if you didn't have dark. And the dark is the feminine energy, if you really think about it. So it's all one and the same. So this 11/11 portal feeling to me is its connection. It's like the synchronicity. It's an alignment. It's like almost this divine feminine, divine masculine coming together, which is right, because I'm a divine feminine, but my higher self is a divine masculine entering into my body. So it's the merging of these two, the yin and the yang. It's just this feeling of coming together, unification. 11/11 is a beautiful energy. I'll read to you what it says in our cards. Make a wish. Your angels and guides are saying hello and reminding you how much they love you. Blessings are coming your way. And it's exactly that. Whenever you see 11/11, it's always like, we're here for you, we're supporting you, we're guiding you. Like, you don't have to look further into it. Every time you see numbers, it's always just a message. We're here. So they are here for you throughout all these times. Whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, whenever you're feeling frustrated, you're feeling like, just reach out to them, or reach out to yourself, your higher self, or however it is that you connect to God, and just surrender, because we're going through hell and heaven. So whatever it is, right? It's all one and the same, and it's all not to be feared. It's part of the process, releasing yourself from all this blah blah and chatter inside you. All right, I hope this helps some of you, and I'll see you in your readings, and have a wonderful week. And please do like, comment, subscribe, and leave your comments below, because they will go towards a giveaway of a 2023 annual reading. I love you all, and I will see you in your readings. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So we got the sound of the universe for your overall energy. It's really like, I love it. There's like a lot of geometry, sacred geometry, but just it looks very techno, electro, pop kind of thing. And it just feels to me like the sound of the universe. The first thing obviously that came to my mind was sound healing. Maybe that's a calling for you this week or the next week to go to see sound bowls or tuning forks or whatever it is, or maybe just listen to music, high frequency music, blah blah blah. You know, there's a lot on YouTube. I follow Metaverse Music, Inner Lotus, and Zen Life Relax. Those are really good. So I just felt like when I've been following you this like past few months, Aries, and things have been a bit like heavy for you. And when I saw the sound of you, I felt like I said in Instagram, I almost saw you guys, even though I don't see know every Aries, but as the DJ behind the booth and like playing your own music, playing the soundtrack of your life, kind of thing, with the sound of the universe. And we've gotten to a place right now for you that you're making your own playlist. You're making your own music, right? It's time that it's not what the music and when I say music, it's a metaphor for life. For like, it's time to write, produce, do everything on your own, kind of thing. It's like you're entering into a different phase in your life right now where you're the DJ, you're the music producer, you know, you are the one that has the capacity to do things. It's no longer you relying on others to fulfill anything in your life. Anyway, I know what I'm talking about. I hope you know what I'm talking about. So let's begin. What's the energies of the week? In the past position, we have a Seven of Wands energy. So Seven of Wands energy is a Leo energy. The Seven of Wands is, you see them, she's here behind this mountain range with this beautiful tiger. And she has like this wand in her hand. And it's almost like they're waiting for something. Like they're waiting to pounce on something. Seven of Wands energy is having faith in yourself. That you've gone through a little bit of a change. It's interesting because the Six of Wands is a victory card. Like you've been successful. You've overcome the struggles of the Five of Wands, and now you're at the Seven of Wands. And even if things are looking bright in your life and vivid in your life, there's still a part of you that is like, but this is a past energy. So for me, it's almost like maybe that's how you've always lived. You've always lived never trusting the person or situation, experience that you're having, and always being ready to fight, to battle, you know? So let's see what's going on here. The present position is the Hermit card, Serenity, which is a Virgo energy. Let's see. Future, roots, coming, and the advice. So the Hermit energy is a serene. It's like, here she's very serene and everything, but it's also leading by example. It's like going in the dark with that lantern of yours. It's almost like leading the way, guiding your way through this. Some of you might have been in relationships with with your partners, or with like family, with friends, whatever, all relationships, and always on a defensive mode, perhaps. Always like playing a role, victim, villain, hero, savior kind of thing. You're always like never trusting anyone around you. And now you're in this moment in time where you're like, okay, I'm gonna say goodbye to this old story. This, like, because always being on the defense, always like when you don't trust and when you don't people around you, whatever, because of old stories, it keeps you guarded. It doesn't keep you. You're not heart-centered. It keeps you ego. So very interesting. Right now they're asking you to like come back into yourself. The root of this is the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords energy is this energy of, I like it. It's going back into calm, groundedness. This is like playing with the lunar eclipse in Taurus, where it's like going back to a place where you see clearly again, where it's for me, I feel the Seven of Wands showing up here. It feels like you're always in a battle mode. You're always like ready to defend your honor, defend your relationship, defend whatever. You always have to like, and here these Serenity and Four of Swords coming up showing, no man, you just need to play the music, right? However loud as you want, however soft as you want, however annoying it is to other people, who cares? Because you are the DJ kind of thing. It's time to get back to that leadership role that you've always been in, Aries, but there's been a little bit of a stumbling. So what's coming is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, you see her, she's sitting very comfortably on that chair between those two pillars, which is beautiful, which is the 1111 portal almost. And here she is, she's like, I'm surrendering to whatever is happening in the moment. I'm going to let it go. So if there's anything in your life right now that is nagging at you or egging you on or just like poking or someone obviously, but there's something else that is feeling a bit like putting you in a defensive position, it's time to release that. That's not where you want to be. You don't always want to be like shielding and armoring yourself all the time. It's time to be free. It's time to like fill up those stadiums of people just loving your music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to get into that high frequency mode, and you are there. It's just that a little part of you is having a hard time coming out of it. Wow. The future is the Three of Cups, which is a Libra, Cancer energy. Three of Cups is coming together, socializing, having fun again, going out again, meeting up with people, networking. It's or like meeting up with your family members, coming together. There's just an energy of unification again, an energy of, I love that the full moon is showing up in here with this full moon eclipse. It's a really beautiful reading. I just feel like there's some of you that are holding on to how you used to do things, how you lived your life in the past. You're holding on to an old story of an old relationship, of an old maybe with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your kids. Like it's just like you're attaching it, and that's why you're always in defensive. You're always like, I'm ready to like battle with anybody who's gonna fuck me up, right? So no, this sound is like, let it vibrate out, like release those angers, release that conflict that's within you. It's time for you to come into that knowing. I kind of like this. Look, the past energy is this girl with the tiger, the back, like always like, you know, and then the High Priestess is looking in, and she has this beautiful tiger, panther. No, it's not a panther. White. It's a tiger. White tiger, and they're like both facing, yes, we know where we're going, kind of thing. Like more confident, less ego in that sense, more knowing of where you need to be, what sound you need to release, you know, where you need to go. And that's going to open up your world in the Three of Cups energy. It's gonna so if you're here because maybe there's some problems in your workplace, maybe there's some problems in your relationships, maybe there's some issues here, but it's very personal journey to me. It feels like a lot of you have been holding back from interacting perhaps with people, and now it's time to gather again and to release your sound, to your voice. Maybe it's just like speaking up. Maybe you're needing to stop hiding. Wow. The advice is the Knight of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo again. So your current is Virgo and your advice is Virgo. Virgos are more down to earth, right? But the Knight of Crystals is very interesting because it's like, you see he's holding a crystal ball and there's all this magic aura around him, but he's sedentary because the Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady wins the race. That's the traditional tarot meaning of the Knight of Crystals. But it's this feeling of going back to the roots, right? Going back to who are you? What is it you want in life? Go back to that. Stop playing the role of Mother Phoenix and Daddy Dragon kind of thing. It like you're not here to defend your role in life. You're not here to be the warrior all the time, and that you're not here to do that. You're here to just be and live within with your soul, like with the intentions. Like just live how you want to live. I feel like a lot of you perhaps have always lived protecting others and protecting yourself from really being your true self. That's why I like the sound of the universe. Like, okay, like big change is coming for you, Aries, and get ready for it. It might be coming in slowly, but it's coming. That's a beautiful message here. So I put together all the moon decks to get a message for this full moon lunar eclipse. So give me a message for my beautiful Taurus, please. Taurus, did I say Taurus? Aries, sorry about that. Okay. So with many decks, you get many messages. Hold your vision. Love it. Nothing is set in stone. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And that's what it is. That Seven of Wands is something is coming to an end for you. Something new is starting for you. But it's time to, this new you is completely new. Like, don't rely on an old you to bring you into this new. And keep holding your vision. I love it. Okay, so I also bring out my angel numerology cards that I sell on my Etsy and website. So I'll give you a number, whatever, last message from the universe. Yeah, this one. Okay. Ooh, you got 1111 with the November portal coming in. Make a wish. Your angels and guides are saying hello and reminding you how much they love you. Blessings are coming your way. Gorgeous. I love it. All right. So this is your reading, Aries. You know what to do. I really feel like this is like, be your DJ and start to change the tempo, change the beat in your life. You have that power to do so, and also it's inside you, and start listening into that heart and soul of yours. All right, Aries, I'll see you next week, and also check your rising and your moon for other messages as usual. And like, comment, subscribe. Please leave a message, and I'm going to put you into a giveaway for 2023 annual reading. I love you so much. Have a beautiful lunar eclipse and 11/11 week. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. So we got surrender, which is gorgeous. I mean, she feels like, wow. The feeling here is like trusting where you are at right now in your life, surrendering to whatever it is that you like. A lot of us will hold on to um, old stories, or hold on to how people should be in their lives, or where they should be, or how they should be treating me, or how, like, all these like old versions of yourself kind of thing are showing up now more and more. And this is like, just surrender to this new energies coming in, surrender to the energy, like surrender to the changes that are happening in your life right now. Because even though a lot of us don't understand these changes, or understand how to maneuver or navigate through them, it's just like, let it go. You know, it's not that easy, I know, but let's see what is going on. So we have your past, your present, future, root, what's coming, and your advice. In your past energy, we have a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is usually a Libra, but it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, how it fits for you. But this Queen of Swords energy to me is always like, maybe someone from your past was very direct, maybe cold, very like straightforward with you, or it's a queen, or you were like this with your life. You were always more clear on where you wanted to go, kind of energy. That's the Queen of Swords energy. Is like less emotional, like more cold, but not in a bad way, because the Queen of Swords is a beautiful energy. They're very loving to the people that are in their path, kind of thing, or in their life. But they're not as like warm as the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups kind of energy. Like, I don't know what this is trying to show you. Let's see like what is coming up here, because the Queen of Swords could be someone in your life. Could be like a mother energy, a grandmother, like a friend, a partner, however it is, like a female energy that is very, or it could be like a male energy with like a feminine, although she feels very male to me, the Queen of Swords, like in a sense she feels very pragmatic, less nurturing. So let's see. In your current, oh my god, we have the Queen of Cups, which is a Cancer energy. But again, it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the fact that we have these two, it's interesting how these are showing up, because the Queen of Cups is looking, and the Queen of Swords is like facing the other way. So this could be you looking back at yourself, saying, because right, the Queen of Cups is beautiful. It's compassionate, it's unconditional love, it's like warm, loving, nurturing energy. It's prone to escapism, perhaps prone to believing in the heavenly paradise, and not really. It's interesting. I like this actually. Like the Queen of Cups will dive less into her darkness, I guess, or into the into what she needs to clear, whereas she is going to dive right deeply into it, and it's not going to be pretty for maybe everyone around her, and it's not going to be pretty for herself either. So maybe she's looking onto herself, like, maybe I need, like, there's almost a balance here. If we're looking at the cards, like the colorful and the more of the somber, right? So there's maybe this juxtaposition happening in your life right now. Maybe you are going through all these energies right now. You're like, oh my God, you're maneuvering through this. Maybe there's people in your life that are bringing this up. That's why they're here. The Queen of Cups could also feel like a mother energy. It could be like someone with nurturing energy that's in your life, that's present. I need to see these cards because this is like, oh my god. The root is the Queen of Pentacles, which is Capricorn. Again, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So we have the air and the water and the earth showing up here. And three queens. Three queens usually brings together, like it's like a gathering of women, family gatherings, friend gatherings. So coming together. So I don't know maybe you guys have like some community things that you're doing together, events that you're doing together, bringing together different women. But this, it's like, it feels like that women are very significant in your life right now, and perhaps they're helping you through certain events, and perhaps they're, the Queen of Pentacles speaks of nurturing, but also a business, entrepreneurship, like, which is the root, which is very Taurus. Like Taurus tends to be always like with that entrepreneurship mode. Let's start a new business. Let's start this. Let's do this. Let's do a new project, kind of thing. That kind of feeling is showing up here. Whereas the message is more like, if you want in the present mode, you're needing to be more heart-centered and less about like doing. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because with the three women here showing up, obviously there's a lot of partnership, relationship, experiences with people in your life that is very significant at this very moment in time. Because what's coming is beautiful, is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a new beginning, right? It's birth, perhaps. It's like a new love showing up, a love interest, a new partner coming in, but also a completely new passion. Something that is maybe being birthed with this, like these women in your life. Maybe you're coming together with other women and you're creating something new. Perhaps you are collaborating with others. Very different types of people coming together. It's almost like surrender to the flow. There's a feeling of you're exactly where you need to be in your life. And if there's like women mentors or women that are merging with you and they're helping you through this, there's a lot of heart-centeredness with the Ace of Cups. So let's see what the future is. Oh my god. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. I mean, this could be, if you're single, you're gonna definitely meet a sweetheart. Like, you're gonna meet someone who's very like outgoing, spontaneous, daring, like a flirt, like someone who is. That's the fire element here, because we had all the elements, and he's the fire element coming in. It could be a Aries or Leo as well, but there's this feeling of if it's not a person, but it's all people here. That's why I say, like, Taurus right now, you are in a process of maybe working your way with people, like figuring out relationships, figuring out partnerships, colleagues, whatever it is, like friends. And I think there's a whole lot of incoming and outgoing. And the Knight of Wands speaks of a new adventure. Like, go for it. Like, start that project, start that relationship. Don't think twice, and stop thinking here. It's like very Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups energy, like flowing energy. The cup is full of roses. The cup is full of growth and prosperity. And the Knight of Wands, even though it's fire, it looks very fluid to me. So there's just a feeling here that something new is coming in for you, definitely. Like, I see it here. And whether it's new relationships you are making with people, or it's finding a balance with all these women in your lives, or trying to I almost find like, I feel like you're like going through finding a balance with your work, with your play, with your love, with your everything. It's all coming together, but it's being guided by women, by your friends, by partners, whatever, and then if you're single, definitely you're meeting someone. that's going to spark your interest. If you're not single, then it's maybe there's going to be a change in the relationship, like a new path, a new venture, something exciting. Knight of Wands is that. It's like out of the ordinary energy. Maybe you're going to travel, because Sagittarius is travel. Or move. And then the advice is a Page of Swords, which is kind of beautiful. Everything speaks to me, what's coming, what the future is. Everything is new. This is like a new project, a new creative endeavor, a new lease on life, a new way of looking at things. Because Swords energy is mental, it's communication, it's how you see things clearly. I feel like you are surrendering to this change. You're surrendering to this next step that feels very uncomfortable. With this Queen of Swords here, it feels very uncomfortable, but in a good way, and you're needing to move forward. And there could be all these people in your life helping you through this. Like the Queen of Swords almost feels like someone in your life may have felt like it may feel bad or feel negative, whatever, or abrupt, or like Queen of Swords energy. But it's everything is happening for a reason, so we have to surrender to the happenings of our lives. Wow. So kudos, man, because things are moving and shaking for you, and there's pay attention to all the people in your life. It's all people here. So, and even your advice is people. Like the Ace is the only thing that is like new, whatever, but this is a first, I think. So I'm going to give you a message from our moon decks. This one wanted to come out, so. A new romance cycle begins. So if you're single, like I said, Knight of Wands looks, and Ace of Cups feels like new love is coming in for sure. If you're in a partnership, maybe it's a new romantic, like maybe there's a marriage proposal coming in. Maybe you are getting married, maybe you are renewing your vows, or maybe you're changing the way you love, exchange your the romantic interaction in your life. So this is a beautiful energy. Wow. And then I'm going to give you a last numerical card from my numerology. Sorry. 999. Universal love. Oh my God. You're about to start a new chapter in your life. You are stepping into your higher purpose. It's time to lead. I love it. Something new is coming in for you guys, and they're saying it all in the cards. So pay attention to the people in your life. Pay attention to there's definitely love showing up, a new chapter, a new beginning somewhere, a new passion project, whatever it is. Just surrender to it. I love you, Taurus. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you leave a comment, I will enter you into the 2023 annual giveaway that I'm giving at the end of the year. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got heart chakra, unfurling back to love for your overall energy. I just realized this is a beautiful butterfly. The colors of green, which is all about heart, love, nature. But the heart chakra, like I said in Instagram, is this, eventually our chakras are all going to combine into one heart chakra. That is what's going to rule our body. Because we're all going into our heart and we're trying to release ourselves from the ego. And this heart chakra is coming in maybe because you're a sign of the mind, and perhaps you're too much in your mind and overthinking, overanalyzing, or your ego is taking precedence in your life and you're maybe conscious of it. So if you are conscious of it, then go into your heart at that very moment and say, okay, what is it that I need to know? Or is there a message for me? Like, it's really easy to just go. It's not really easy. It's practice. But when you start going into your heart, you start understanding the difference between your ego and your heart. So this is like, I just got a message right now. So someone to check your heart. So perhaps you have, if you're feeling, maybe go see your doctor. But I feel like this is like, could be love as well. Maybe some of you are moving into a relationship and you're closing your heart. There could be a lot of things. So let's see what's going on with you, my beautiful Gemini. We have the past, present, future, the root, what's coming, and the advice, and this one belongs to Cancer. All right, so we have the Three of Crystals, the Three of Pentacles in your past energy. So the Three of Crystals energy is an energy of collaborating, coming together, working with other people. It doesn't show that in this card, but I mean, she's collaborating with this cheetah. It's like working together with people. Perhaps this is people, if you guys have a business and you're working with people, or if you have friends, like your three best friends, or it doesn't have to be threes, but you know, it's that idea. There's this feeling, anyways, it just feels good to me. So let's just see like what it means, because in the current position we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is Gemini. So you are showing up in your present position, but the Ten of Swords energy is an energy of angst, stress, grief, the feeling of being lost, the numbness, manipulation, greed, you know, all of it, right? All of it here, control, ego. But 10 is the coming at the end of that. And some of you are like releasing yourself from that. So perhaps that came with the Three of Crystals. Perhaps this summer you work with others and you attach to these people's energies. Perhaps, or like maybe some of your friends, maybe a group, maybe it's your family. Like whoever these 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, doesn't matter the number I'm saying here. But I feel like there is you maybe giving your heart to people, Gemini, giving it freely, and now you're feeling the after effects of that. The root of it is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords energy is a feeling of betrayal, it could also be revenge. The Five of Swords is like you're not trusting. It's interesting here, you see, there's 3 here with her and 2 over here, and we have the 3 showing up. So I really do actually feel like there's something here that's significant for you. I said this summer because we're coming off summer, but it could be years that you've been in a relationship or with friends or working together with people at your work. There's just this feeling of it's not just you and someone else, it's you and others in your life who have made you feel worthless, who have made you feel lesser than, or you have allowed that to happen to you, kind of thing, right? Because we are the creator of our own destinies. So you're carrying this with you right now, and you are, I almost feel like you're not letting go, Gemini. You're holding on to past energies that involve people. You're holding on to like and you're like, Ten of Swords is like you're at the end of it, but the root is like the Five of Swords is the half of the 10, right? So you're not at the end, because you're still keeping it. You haven't forgiven yourself, you haven't forgiven another person, you haven't released it from your psyche, you haven't released it from your body, your mind, because the Swords energy, you haven't released it completely, and you're being asked to go fully into your heart. And your soul would tell you it's time to release it. It's time to take the measures to say goodbye to it. Well, this is a message I'm getting. So what's coming is the Two of Crystals, which is fitting, because the Two of Crystals is this feeling of having to make a decision. Do I forever live with this feeling I have that it's not good? Do I forever attach myself to this energy? Do I release this energy finally and allow others to take accountability and responsibility, or even me take accountability and responsibility for allowing this, or to keep this with me? Wow, Gemini. It's always fun with you, eh? In the future, we have transformation, death, change. Like this beautiful aha moment. And I love these pillars. Again, these pillars feel to me like this lunar eclipse that we're going through. And this is not what I wanted to say. It's the the November 11th, the 11/11 portals, 11/11 showing up here. So you are in some form of a change. It's time to release yourself. It's time to say goodbye to this that is holding you down. Even though some of you are like, no, not, it's okay. It's just what it is, you know. But it's like you're deceiving yourself, and you're deceiving others too. It's not like you're deceiving them, but to be whole, we have to release it all, and not keep things because, well, it's gonna hurt them if they don't. It's not gonna, or it's, yeah, what are the people gonna say, and da 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 da. Like, it's, we're not there anymore. You're needing to clear out these energies from you. If you don't clear out these energies, then you stay, and you have a harder time connecting with your heart. Change is coming. And Ace of Cups is new love coming in. New opening up your boundaries, right? Opening up the heart space, your heart center. New baby, perhaps, like, could be fertility if some of you are having trouble with it. There's this feeling here coming in, like a new marriage or new project, like a passion coming into your life. But definitely Ace of Cups speaks of a new relationship coming in, of self-love, of like, yeah, I really could be self-love, because this Ten of Swords, this Five of Swords energy to me is really heavy. And like the Five of Swords being in your root and being half of the 10 feels to me that a lot of you are at the end of releasing, but you're still holding on to something. You need to break it down and actually allow, like, for accountability and responsibility on your part and the others before you can forgive yourself and them. And that's where the Two of Crystals is here. And once you do it, it's like a beautiful change is coming, and then like it opens yourself up to this new heart-centered world. So change is coming for you, not without a little bit of work here. I feel like there is a lot of you kind of burying yourself, hiding yourself behind something. But discomfort brings change, people. So let me give you a final message for this lunar eclipse in Taurus. For Gemini, please. Oh, I like that. That's beautiful. Be proud of yourself. As you go through these energies, as you go to clearing, because it's not easy to clear something that's like been hidden for a long time. It's like we think that we cleared them. We're like, oh yeah, I faced it, I forgave it, gone. And then it comes back up because now it's Mars retrograde, it's a lunar eclipse season. We are moving through all these old energies. Be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back that you're doing a great job. Wow, look at this one. Work through your feelings. I mean, that's like amazing. And this one is the last quarter moon of Taurus, and this is Aries. So, and they look almost alike, right? Work through your feelings. Go like become aware of what it is that is like ailing you, and just like I don't know if you listen to my intro, but in my intro I say put a face on the person that has affected you with this, or the thought, the feeling, the emotion. If you put your face on it, it's your reflection. You're able to look at it closely and really understand what it is that you're feeling inside and what it is that you need to clear. So I'm going to give you one last message from our angel number cards for Gemini. Oh my God. Like Aries, you got 1111. So make a wish. Your angels and guides are saying hello and reminding you how much they love you. Blessings are coming your way. Definitely blessings are coming your way with the Ace of Cups. So, my beautiful Gemini, I hope this helped you. If not, you can go check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe. All your comments are going to go to a giveaway I'm giving of a 2023 annual reading at the end of this year. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. So we have loving compassion, which I feel like we've been getting for the few weeks now. So if this message keeps coming up for you guys, it feels like you're needing to love yourself more, be more compassionate towards whatever it is rolling out for you in your life, be more compassionate to others perhaps. There's a feeling of forgiveness here to me. There's a feeling of forgiveness for self, forgiveness for others. Maybe people are not acting the way you would like them to, but step back, and that's how we become more compassionate, is by like stepping back and realizing that you are not them and you are not their journey. So everyone has to roll out their journey the way it is, but doesn't mean that you have to indulge in their journey. Right? You just have to step back and be compassionate and loving towards it, and let them be. But at the same time, there's this feeling here, because this feeling, it's like this phoenix, like kind of rising, right? And maybe you are coming into your own, learning how to love yourself more. I like this energy for you, Cancer. So we have a past, present, future, root, what's coming, and the advice. So in your past, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is the soulmate energy, like maybe you are with your soulmate, or maybe you have experienced true love in your life. But this also, look at her. She's like between two portals. It's beautiful. And she's lying alone in the grass. And it's almost like self-love. Like at one point in your life, you loved yourself. You knew what it is to be compassionate towards yourself. You've had that capacity to do that. You are able to love others, to receive the love. It's a very beautiful energy, the Two of Cups. It's also a Cancer energy. So that's significant here. You're showing up. And if you've never felt the love in the past energy, maybe it's a past life energy that you have. Perhaps there's a soulmate coming into your life. Interesting. Let's see. Ooh, look at the present. We have the Ace of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is like new project, a new clarity in your life. Perhaps you're going to get communication from a soulmate coming in. Or maybe it's you, there's like wings here. You spreading your wings and you launching into something completely new. I really feel like it's clearing of the mind is happening here. You're like seeing things differently with a different perspective, more heart-centered way of looking at things, but also feels like a new job is coming in, or a new role in your company, or your the Ace of Swords, like you're speaking, maybe you're moving into a speaking position, where you'll be needing to use your voice, maybe networking. I don't know what it could be, a lot of things. Paint, like everything that looks like, or acupuncturist perhaps, like something that is like, maybe you're a sword fighter, who knows? I don't know. There's just this feeling of new showing up. Let's see what your root is. Wow, look at you guys, man. The universe, it's the world. Like the world is at your feet. That ultimately you are travelers. Ultimately you are not sedentary, and you need to move. You need to be always moving. So I don't know if you guys are travelers and you like to travel, but this feels to me like that is part of who you are, and you need to not stop, and you need to continue moving, and that's what helps you with your sharing your love kind of thing. I just feel like the world and the Ace of Swords to me could also speak that maybe you're getting a new position and you're going to travel the world. You are moving into a project that will help you see the world. You're getting more clear about life, and it's opening you up to the cultures of the world. Just in general, I just feel like a very expansive energy coming your way, Cancer, which is gorgeous. With this Two of Cups in the past, it almost feels like maybe some of you who are single could be meeting. Wow, look at this. What's coming is the Starseed, which is the Fool card, which is an Aquarius energy. The universe is a Capricorn energy. The Starseed is like definitely you're moving into something completely new. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is like taking the risk, jumping. This is like passion project, new, like a. I almost feel like, I just feel like some of you are gonna be mentoring, like coaching, speaking like a TED Talk, or even just like creative projects with the sword here. Medical, could be medical as well. It looks medical a bit. Just something very new for you, Cancer. That's gonna take you like traveling, but also expand your world right now. Wow, what a beautiful reading. Wow, oh my God. The future is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny, it's luck, it's abundance, it's like everything. So I almost feel like you're exactly where you need to be, Cancer. And there's no worries here at all. There's no angst. There's no stress here to me. Everything just seems to be flowing for you. There could be like the Ace of Swords could feel like a bit prickly right now in your life, but for some of you, but most of you, I feel like you're soaring into where you are right now. And the Wheel of Fortune shows up, and it's exactly where you need to be, and it's exactly, you need to take those leaps and bounds. You need to take those risks in your life. If something comes to you and says you need to go here, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm going, kind of thing. That is the Ace of Swords energy. It's very clear cut, right? Like, cut through the bullshit and just do it. But from your heart, which is the love and compassion showing. I love this freaking reading. Oh my God, the Queen of Cups is Cancer. You're showing up in your past and your advice. And the Queen of Cups is that nurturing, unconditional love, very compassionate soul, very open and embracing of others, but also loving herself. And that's how she can love others, because she truly loves herself. So your advice is to like continue loving yourself, continue trusting and surrendering to this path that is opening up for you. Because to me, if you're single, your soulmate is on its way in, or like a love of your life is coming in. If you are already with like a partner, you could be already with your soulmate. even if your relationship is not at the best right now, there's just a feeling of newness coming in. And like, it's like you're coming into your own, Cancer, is what I see. Into your own loving being that you are. And it's, oh my God, it's just a beautiful, beautiful reading. When's the last time we had such beautiful reading? It just feels like you're fitting into your puzzle of your life. You're like, you're exactly where you need to be. That's what it is. And just like roll with it and jump if you need to jump. If you're being asked to do something, it's like, say yes, go for it. Wow. I'm going to give you a moon message. This like lunar eclipse for Cancer, please. Take inspired action. I mean, it's all here, right? It's like, that is what it is. That's what's happening here. There's like a movement coming in. Newness. Taking a chance. Leaping into something. And knowing that it's all part of your plan. I mean, I all the cards, I'm going to pick them up because this is the universe. It's like limitless, boundless. You have like the world is at your feet. It's like you're almost at the end of your chapter. That's what it is, the end of, oh my God, look at this. I just saw this. Oh my God, I'm so happy I saw this. Because at the root is the universe. You're at the end of your journey. And what's coming is the beginning of this journey. The Fool begins the journey, ends at the world. So now it's like you've done your first leap, your first journey, and now it's time to leap into the next one. Because this is where you need to be, and that's the future. Oh my God, Cancer, this is so amazing. So even if you're feeling squeezed or you're feeling tight, no matter, man. You're where you need to go. And just surrender and let it go and love yourself, be compassionate towards yourself and to others as well. Wow, man, that's a really great reading for you. I'm going to give you one last numerology message from our angel number cards. And you got 888. Energy is flowing, financial abundance is on the way, everything is falling into place as it's meant to be. You are in harmony with the universe. Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. Right? You are in harmony with the universe. You are exactly where you're meant to be. I mean, it's all here. So Cancer, kudos to you for having the best reading so far. And like, take advantage of this. Take the action that is needed. If it comes, it's presented to you, but things are just flowing as they should. I love you. Check your rising, your moon if you need another message. And like, comment, and subscribe because I'm giving away a 2023 annual reading. Just leave a comment. I'm going to enter you into the giveaway. This is freaking amazing. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. We got gracious receptivity. I'm just looking at the card a bit longer here because there's like an eye inside her throat chakra. Just interesting. And then there's these little hummingbirds and beautiful, beautiful card. So there's this feeling here of gracious receptivity. Speaks to me of graciously receiving. There's like abundance coming your way, like, or love coming your way. There's just a feeling of being open to receiving. There could be some of you generously giving too much, and it's time to rethink that. You know, there's a lot of things. There's also this feeling of lack, a lot of financial lack in your head. Like, I don't think I can make it. Oh my God, you know, we're not, that the lack is so matrix world, right? like we are fully abundant beings, right? So there's this feeling here of actually picturing yourself, envisioning yourself in full abundance, like in living in that full abundance, and living like you are living in that abundance, right? Already. And you'll see how things will start to change in your life. But it's like daydreaming, it's like imagination, but that's where we need to be. We are in a place where we need to imagine every moment. Because that's living in a brand new moment. Because if we're bringing in the old, well, I can't, or oh my God, no. So it's this just graciously accepting what the universe is providing for you, graciously accepting whatever that person is giving you. So many times we're like, no, I can do this on my own. I'm proud, and I don't need your help. But that's not what that is. When people give you help, your pride is your ego saying, no, you don't need that shit, right? But your universe, God, is actually saying, hey, here, I'm going to give you some help. Imagine like if you step outside and you're like, oh, I said rejected God, but I said yes to my ego. So whatever is coming your way, Leo, take it. Because it's for you. It's a gift from God or Creator or Universe. So your past, your present, your future, root, what's coming, and that. So your past energy is the Four of Crystals. How very interesting. The Four of Pentacles, which is a Capricorn energy. But the Four of Crystals is like abundance, money. So maybe in your past you did have money. Or it could also be materialism. It could also be greed. That you had money, you saved all the money, you kept it with you. You kept saving, never really enjoying your life. It could be that as well. But for me, it feels like there's like a part of you that always had, like money was not a problem in your past. Where is it in your present? The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords energy is like, it's almost like you're between two worlds. You're between two like ideologies in your life. You're like, I really truly believe and I'm an abundant being, but a little part of me is like, I'm still stuck here and I gotta pay taxes and I gotta pay this and I can't. So this is you being torn between these two. Let's see, what's at the root is the Page of Crystals, the Page of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Which is this desire to always make money. So in a part of you is always like, you need money to fulfill your life. You're always looking for the next best thing so you can keep your social life active. So you could be doing all those sports and activities. So you could be doing all these things with people, right? Like there's this part of you that's always like kind of attached to money, which is interesting that this is showing up. You're attached to it a little too much, maybe like a Taurus. You're attached to it, and that's what keeps you always 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I almost feel with this Two of Swords showing up that some of you actually want to set yourself free from this job, this project, this business that you're in and move into something new. Or you're still like hesitant about it. You're not sure where to move, where to go, because you're always thinking, well, is that going to make more money, or is that going to, like, you have the money mindset like ingrained in your head. But what's coming for you is the King of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. The King of Swords, what's coming to you could be like, some of you maybe are in court systems right now trying to figure out something. So maybe this is in favor towards you. This is medical. Maybe there is like medical expenses that you're having to deal with here. King of Swords is also an energy of rebellious, thinking outside of the box, not a very status quo at all. He's not a status quo king at all. He doesn't follow the rules. And maybe that's a little bit what's coming here. I kind of like that, actually. I feel like he's showing up as your what's coming because you're too stuck in your old ways, Leo. You're like, you're living your life according to society, according to the plan, according to what, and even though you might be spiritually enlightened, you're still stuck in it. Well, I still gotta pay my rent because you're still like living with that kind of mentality. And there's an energy here that's saying, do you want to step out of it, or do you continuously want to live in this lack mindset? Because even if you're super rich right now and you have money coming in, but you're always like, oh, I need to make money, I need to make money, I need to make money, it means that you don't trust the universe or God. You're not receiving his gifts, or the gifts that are coming to you. And they might not equate to what it is that you perceive your life to be. But remember, this is all a simulation. It's just a movie. Change the movie around. That you are trusting whatever is coming in towards you and allowing it to come in an extraordinary way, in a different kind of way, instead of this normal, what we think is normal, but it's not. What's coming is the King of Wands, which is a Leo energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's a fire energy. But what's coming? They're both coming, right? The King and the Swords and the King of Wands are coming towards you. And the fact that you show up in your future card is amazing, because to me it feels like you're coming into your own. Or you're going to meet like a mentor, a financial wizard, or someone that's going to help you see it differently. The King of Wands showing up to me feels like you are going to finally accept how to receive, how to give. Don't give with expectation. Give with like love and compassion, right? Unconditional. Don't expect any. If you're expecting something back, then you're back in the loop again. So you find yourself always looping, and that's why you always find yourself in lack. Ultimately, you have a business mindset, always, but it's almost like they're asking you to make a little bit of a change in that, how you run your business, even if you don't, if you're working for someone else, how you run your money, how you live your life, always like planning ahead, or always thinking about how you used to do things and how life was, and instead of accepting what's coming towards you. The King of Wands, the future, shows like something like a surprise is coming towards you, something like enlivening and vibrant, right? That's the King of Wands. That's you, the Leo energy. Something very unexpected is coming towards you, and it won't materialize in your life if you're always blinded by lack. I think we had lack last week for you, eh? I remember the Five of Pentacles showing up. Boom! The advice is the Empress card, which is a Taurus Libra energy, which is all about love and finances. And self-worth. So she's showing up and saying it's time to embrace, it's time to accept, it's time to generously give, it's time to change a little bit of how you see the financial world, how you see yourself in this abundance, how you like, it's time to like. Also, I like the idea of this Empress and King of Wands showing up and the King of Swords. There's obviously if it's about love, there could be something coming in towards that, which is nice. Maybe there is a union coming together for me here. It has nothing to do with money. There's just this feeling of like opening yourself to love, opening yourself to change, opening yourself to change, which is the King of Swords, to doing things a little bit different. Stop living in the way you used to do things, and stop living on in 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 and 3 years and 2 years, this is what I want to do, this is the goal. Live right now in the moment. What do you want to do right now, Leo? Yeah, and tomorrow or whatever. Now. Like I even made a mistake. Tomorrow it doesn't matter. Because tomorrow you might be there and like God or the creator universe is offering you like a chance to do this. So you take it. I don't know. I just feel like there's something coming in for you, but you are too stuck in that how you used to do things. And that's why you're not receiving as much as you is being offered to you. If you understand what I'm saying. Okay. I can, like, if it's a personal reading, I could like see within your life, but it's a general, so I have to just do general. So, okay. I'm gonna keep this card because it was like stuck, and I'll give you another card if another card needs to be coming. There we go. So the first card that showed up was luck is on your side. I love it. I needed to show you that. And the one that flew out is look at the bigger picture. And how amazing. These are from two different, oh, there's the same deck. New moon and full moon in Sagittarius, which is your fellow friend, your fellow sign, showing up to give you this encouragement. So luck is on your side. And now it's time to look at the bigger picture, because there is a bigger picture at hand playing out. Stop living in the like matrix world and start receiving the gifts that are coming your way that may not seem like gifts to you at the moment, but they probably are. Right? They may be coming from people that you think you feel like you don't like, or they don't deserve it, and you have pride. Pride is ego, and then guilt, all this thing. Just it's coming to you from God, from universe. Take it like that. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Every comment will go towards a 2023 annual reading that I'm going to pick at the end of the year. I love you. Bye, Leo. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got alignment, which is a gorgeous card. See this beautiful dolphins coming together. Beautiful colors. I love it, the gemstones. I just feel like alignment is like coming, like merging, uniting with your love, with your job, with whatever it is. Your souls are aligning. It almost feels like a twin flame energy as well, but a soulmate energy, or just coming like a feeling of unification happening for you. And there's an 18, which is a 9, which is the end of a journey. So it feels like you're moving into a new path almost. Beautiful energies. Also, if you're not feeling aligned, then there is like a crunch or a discomfort happening in your life right now that is aligning you to this moment of your life. So past, present, future, root, what's coming, and the advice. The past energy is a King of Wands energy, which is a Leo energy. Could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, however you want to see it, but this is your past energy. So King of Wands energy is a very fire energy. It's very opportunistic energy. Like it feels like maybe some of you started a project, maybe you work very like a leadership role, like that kind of feeling. Could be a male, a partner in your life, a father, a brother, someone in your life that is very that takes a lot of space in your life. That's what I feel King of Wands energy is showing up here, but I can't know until I see the whole reading. So let's look at the reading. In the present, we have the Four of Cups, which is a Cancer energy. But the Four of Cups energy, like if you look at her, she's here sitting very peacefully, but very solemnly. And there's water around her, and there's cups. They're all upright, ready to receive, or full. And yet she she feels a bit like depressed in this. So the Four of Cups energy is kind of that Four of Cups is like things are going good in your life. Things are like feel okay in your life, but you're bored, or you're it's like stagnant almost. But yet you have God or universe bringing you these cups and saying it's okay to be feeling like this right now. It's because you're in the process of change, right? So maybe with the King of Wands here is that maybe the King of Wands brought this like vibrancy in your life, brought this like whoosh in your life, and now you find yourself in this like, is this what I want? Do I want to settle? Do I want to live this kind of life? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, because alignment is here, so it feels like things are aligning for you, but maybe some of you are in this process of getting towards that alignment. To get to alignment, we have to go through the discomfort. So let's see what at the root of this is. The Eight of Swords. That makes sense. So the Eight of Swords, the energy is usually like she's blindfolded and she's looking in the mirror, so she can't see her reflection back because she doesn't want to. She's having a hard time releasing herself from old stories and old energies. She's so, I almost feel like maybe some of you are thinking that you have released yourself from a past energy, a past story with someone, a past relationship, a past whatever, but it's kind of lingering. The hurt, the betrayal, whatever, or it could be even a doesn't have to be a relationship, by the way. It's just the King of Wands brought that up for me, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just like the way you are in a job, in your career. You're never really where you want to be because you keep holding on to something old. You keep holding on to, well, they treated me like this, they did this to me, that kind of feeling. Or your past, it could be that you were you loved your job, you were passionate about your career, you were passionate about your art, your relationship, you're passionate about lots of things in your life, but now you find yourself in a position where you're like blah, you're meh, you don't want to like there's different scenarios for all the Virgos, by the way. There's the Eight of Swords energy is like where a lot of us are, because we have these old energies coming up, these old like hurts and betrayals, and or even just like parts of you that are coming up that needs to be aligned. But to get to the alignment, you have to face them. There's a lot of things happening here, Virgo, because I see a lot of different scenarios here. But let's see what's coming so I can get a better idea. The Emperor is coming, which is an Aries energy. We have two fire signs happening in your past and in your what's coming up for you. The Emperor could be like that. This like the Emperor for me is like the world that regulates you, right? Like you have to follow the Emperor and that's it, kind of thing. So it almost feels like some of you are like maybe, let's see what the future is. Ace of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh my god, so crazy. I kind of like that that's showing up, because to me the Emperor feels like you're like this Four of Cups, like you're like the Eight of Swords, where you don't want to see things, and the Emperor is like forcing it down your throat, kind of thing. It's like, no, you got to follow the rules, Virgo. You got to do like that. You got to get that amazing job. You got to work your ass off. You got to be in that perfect relationship. You have to do this. You have to do like kind of thing. And that's not the way life is, right? Let's be real. So there's that feeling, and you have this King of Wands in the past energy, that where you were a bit more free, that you were a bit more loose with how you lived your life. You just went with the flow, kind of thing. That could be it. Or you were in a relationship with a fire sign, and there was that feeling of because the King of Wands energy is a freeing energy, but they're also a leadership energy. I feel like this is very interesting to me. What's coming could be an Aries coming into your life, could be like a structure coming into your life. Maybe you've lived, I don't feel like you've lived life out of structure though. That's not you, that's not you in the past months or years that I've been talking about you either. I don't know, there's just some of you, I feel like you're hiding with the Eight of Swords here. I feel like you're hiding behind something, a facade. You want things to be like perfect, and you want things to be amazing, and I don't know. This Emperor doesn't bode well in my head. For me, it feels like either some of you are trading in this King of Wands kind of energy of like frivolity and spontaneity and like bigness. It's not a word, but like just living life to the fullest, to go to more structure, to go to more towards like sameness, routine, follow the rules. That's some of you like this. And the Ace of Wands is the future, and it's like, no man, you're needing to move into something completely new. You're I almost feel like some of you are tormented by an Emperor in your life. You're tormented by an Aries or like someone that brought you like a firm foundation in your life. It almost like you I know so many Virgos that are very accomplished and successful in their lives, and they're happy with their jobs and their career, and there's just a part of them that wants to go off the rails, and they have a hard time finding that path. And that's where I find you guys are at. You're wanting to follow the status quo, but you don't, you know, and you're like torn between how to live your life. And at one point in your life, in your past, you did live a bit off the rails with this King of Wands energy, but at the same time, he's not a irresponsible king, right? He's very responsible, super, like very financially savvy, very on the ball, but more fun and vibrant and more spontaneous, perhaps. But your future is Ace of Wands, which is like new love coming in, like new stepping into a completely new passion project, a new lease, like a new relationship, a new, just something completely new to me. Not even King of Wands or not even the Emperor. It's just something you almost have to like change your way of looking at things, Virgo. And like, it's like I've said to some people, leave that old story of you behind. Leave that old relationship of like how you did things in the past and move forward. Some of you get scared and you go back to the status quo. They go back to the normal, and it hasn't been working out for you. The Page of Cups is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is the Page of Cups is moving into naivety and innocence and purity, like starting from zero again. And that's what's showing up. So that's exactly what it is. So you are being asked to like jump onto a new path that will bring you into alignment, because you've been too much following the rules, been too much doing what you're supposed to be doing in your life. You've been too much, and the other side of your soul is like, yo, you need to get more free, and you need to surrender to this, whatever's happening around you. Just allow things to happen instead of being so caught up in, well, how am I going to pay for it, and how am I going to do this, and how am I going to do this, like this bullshit that keeps coming back into your life all the time. The Emperor. And here it's just like, let it go. Go back to why you started on this earth. Let's just go and start there again. And with less of this information that's inside you, because that's where we're being guided. We listen to all this like, all these channels and these videos and these articles, and it's like, what do I feel anymore? And here it's just stop, just freaking flow and listen. Go into that heart of yours and listen. Go into that soul. Say, hey, what's the next step? Boom. Okay, that's it. And then follow every day. What's the next step? Boom. This is a completely new energy showing up for you to move forward on. Wow, I really like this actually. You're needing to, like, I feel like part of your, like, one half is your fear and the other half is not. And it's like, let's come together. Because fear cannot live here. Fear is false evidence appearing as real. It's not even real. So bring it together and live life to the fullest, Virgo. What a beautiful energy. Okay, so I'm going to give you a full moon lunar eclipse card. I combined 2 decks together. Alrighty. Oh my God. Leave the past behind. Leave the past behind. We are moving into something new. Practice gratitude. I like that. Practice being grateful for whatever it is that's coming your way, instead of like analyzing and thinking about it. Why is this happening? Why don't I just say thank you, universe, for putting me here right now? I had to learn this lesson. I have to face this mirror. I have to face my ego. I gotta do this. It's really not pleasant, but I gotta do it. We need to do these. We need to work through these lessons, because if we don't, then we get stuck, and we get stuck into this kind of energy and we stay there. So something amazing is happening for you, like new, completely new in your life, and you're being asked to pay attention and to jump on it. Can you do that, Virgo, without thinking? Let's see. All right. I love you. I will see you next week, and check your rising and your moon for more messages. Virgo, I totally forgot to give you a card, a number card that I've been giving everybody else. So here is a card from my our angel numbers oracle deck that you can find on Etsy or my website. So what is it that for Virgo? 1010. You are not alone. You are moving towards your life purpose. Stay focused on your spiritual growth. Keep raising your vibration. So if you see this week, then you know that you are not alone, my beautiful Virgos. All right, I will leave you again. Thank you for being here. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got endless opportunities. 23 is 5. So endless opportunities for me feels for you, because I've been I've been reading your cards for a long time. And when I saw this for Libra, I said, okay, this means something specific for you. Because I know that you're being constantly given a new path to take in your past readings. You're always being offered a way out of something that you're in. And this is, again, showing up. You have endless options and opportunities and gifts that are coming to you, and somehow, some way, you're not taking them. Not every single one of you, but a lot of you are not. You're not, because you're expecting your opportunity to come in a very linear way. I got a raise, I got a job, I got he came to see me, she, like this. Instead, there's like opportunities coming your way that are not linear. In the sense, they're going to come in these really very subtle ways, perhaps, and you're going to just brush it aside and say, I'm not interested, it's not me. Instead, that God is giving you these opportunities. He's handing them over to you, and you're like, no. A lot of people are getting this week, which is really interesting. So I think these are messages more for you guys to start looking at the subtle gifts that are coming your way. So we have past, present, future, root, what's coming, and advice. So in your past energy, you have a Pisces energy of a Knight of Cups. So in your past, this is a romance, a lot of romance happened in your life. You had maybe people come to you and propose to you. Maybe you are married at this moment in time, maybe not, maybe your partnership. But your past energy speaks to me of a very loving relationship, or you have always, I was going to say dip, and the horse is dipping into the water. You've always dipped into romance. Like romance was very high on your list of in the relationship. You love the whole romantic side of it, which makes sense because you are the 7th house relationships. So in the present moment, you're in the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is where you need to be, where love, luck, abundance, destiny. I want to see this further in this because I want to see. Wow, look at your cards, man. The root is the Star card, which is an Aquarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius energy. So when I look at this, these are major arcanas, major life lessons, and the Knight is a court card. So these are like massive. So the fact is, the Star being in your root, the Star is your hopes and dreams coming true, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is your destiny in play, and you have love, but in your past. I almost feel, that's exactly how I feel, so I'll show that to you after, but I almost feel like it's like you are a little bit past the love thing. Like, even if some of you are in relationships and whatever, or you're not, or you're single, there's a part of you that is more focused on you, which is really nice. More focused on where you're at right now and how you can, like, there's this gorgeous portal energy here with the 1111 coming up, and the star, and she's holding up water and spilling over, like abundance. Like, I don't know, people, I just feel like you're in a very interesting place in your life right now where you're not focusing so much on the relationship, you're not focusing so much on the people in your lives, whereas you're more focusing on what is happening in your life at this moment. You're focusing on you. I think I said this already, but I'm saying it again because I see the 10 of Wands is what's coming up for you. The 20 of Wands is another Sagittarius energy, but it's heavy burdens on your back that you're releasing. And I feel like this is really potent right now, what is going on here. A lot of you Libras are changing your focus. You're changing your perceptions, your perspectives. Maybe some of you have started to understand what these subtle messages were when they were coming in. Now you're becoming more awake. Everything is clearer in your mind. So you're understanding, oh, this is why the Creator, Source, God, Universe gave me this message 5 years ago, 3 years ago, yesterday. Because, like, I feel like that's what's happening with you. And the 10 of Wands coming up feels like it's going to be burdensome for the others around you. Because you're going to start to make choices in your life that may not coincide with how everyone else feels that you should be making those choices. Comprendo? I think I comprendo. I comprendo myself. Because it's so interesting. Here's another portal coming in here with these like a mirror here happening. Libra, you have, like, some of you Librans out there have been doing the hard work, the soul work, and you're starting to see things very differently than others. Wow. Wow. Your future is the Seven of Swords energy. It's a beautiful Seven of Swords energy, but the Seven of Swords energy is betrayal, dishonesty, lies. The fact that the Seven of Swords shows up here as your future card to me speaks of you like seeing things differently, and now noticing the Seven of Swords, like noticing the people around you that have lied to you, that have cheated on you, that have betrayed you, that have taken away your power from you, that have like sponged off your energy, that are like, that's what's happening here for you. So as beautiful as the energy looks like for me, the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, it's like you're in a squeeze mode right now, Libra. And you're putting aside your romanticism and your idealism of relationships, of life. You're leaving that in your past, and you're moving into this now expansive moment, and you're realizing that this is not going to be pretty for everybody in your life, but just like almost you're determined here. I feel like there's a change that has happened, that has eclipsed you. Wow. I didn't expect this. This was like, wow, that's amazing. The Death card is the advice, which is change and transformation. I love it when this, like, you know, I pull the cards out, but I look at the cards individually like really fast, and I put it away, and I don't even, and then when it comes together as a story, it's like so different. But change is in the air for you, my beautifuls. This is the Scorpio energy. Like this is the way I'm interpreting it. I feel it very strongly, actually. I feel like there is some of you out there, Librans, that are clicking into something, and you're starting to see these opportunities that have come to you, these messages, these little gifts that have shown up in your life where you've rejected them because you were living in an idealistic world, which is fine, because idealism is not the worst world to live in. But like right now, there is this complete change of direction for you. And the Seven of Swords to me speaks of also your old hurts, your old betrayals, people who have cheated on you, people who have like lied to you. They're coming up. But instead of like getting mad at them, forgive them so they can clear out of your body, because this is what's happening. Or even when you've lied to yourself, when you've like betrayed yourself, when you've judged, when you've whatever, all the feelings, the feels are coming up. And this is where you're at. That's where you're at in your destiny. Sorry. This is where we're all at. We're all having to clear through this shit, and this is coming up for you big time, but it's so going to be so transformational for you. You're going through it, but you're seeing clearly, and I kind of like it. Wow. So, Libra, what is the message for Libra for this lunar eclipse? I don't get any feeling for any of them. Okay. Two messages we get are balance spirituality and practicality. Take a reality check. Interesting. Which is funny because you're like stepping away from idealism and moving into reality check mode, which is looking at things in your reality, what do they seem like to you? I really like this reading for you, my beautiful Librans. I almost forgot. So I'm going to give you one last card from our angel numerology cards that we have on Etsy or on our website. So one last card for Libra, please. 666. Be present. It's time to take the next step on your spiritual path. Release yourself from material attachment and your lower ego mind. This is your wake-up call. 666, don't worry about it. It's not the devil. That's very linear world. Don't worry about that stuff. 666 is all about perfect harmony. So that is where you're heading to, and this is amazing reading. I hope that it resonated with some of you. If it didn't, you can check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Every comment is going towards a 2023 annual giveaway at the end of this year. All right, I love you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got the infinite. 4 plus 9. What is that? 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a 14. Okay. Which is a 5, which is exchange. So the infinite is like eternity, right? It's like infinite, infinity and beyond, like I said in Instagram with the Toy Story. It's like forever, endless. So to me, it feels like you're reaching an ending in your life and a new beginning is starting. But was it ever an ending or a beginning? Because maybe it's just infinite, right? Everything is just falling into place for you, Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpio, by the way, to anybody who's has a birthday this week. So let's start. Future, past, present, future. Root, what's coming, what's next? I totally forgot to do the challenges this week, which is really interesting, but that's how it rolls. In the past, we have the 9 of Swords. She's holding this full moon. I like that. This 9 of Swords is anxiety, stress, insomnia, depression, manipulation, deceit, grief, sadness. That's the past. So that's something that you had to go through to get to where you are right now, right? Everything has been a lesson. Everything has been created by yourself. You are the co-creator of your reality and of the world consciousness. So here you are, Scorpio, and we all know that what I just said is relevant to all the Scorpios out there, because you are very deep and you go dark right into your feelings, right? So let's see why that's showing up. Ace of Pentacles is in your current position, which kind of like it. Ace of Pentacles, like new financial abundance coming your way, a new financial investment that's gonna come, that's gonna turn to the good for you. There's like a new project, new job, new opportunity, money, right? Look at it. It's all about money and stability. Perhaps a lot of you always doubt that you will make a lot of money, and that's why the 9 of Swords is showing up here. 9 of Swords is a Gemini energy, so very mental energy. Let's see. At the root of the Ace of Pentacles is the 4 of Pentacles, which is a Capricorn energy. 4 of Pentacles, there's two kind of ways to look at 4 of Pentacles. It's like money, like a material abundance, but also could be materialism, greed. Always wanting to make money, never really seeing the fruition of your money, because you're always too worried about investing, putting money there, money. It's always all about money instead of about the experience of life. And so perhaps the showing up here as the root with the past is that a lot of you worried a lot about money. It was one of your main focuses of life, or it could still be that. And it's like, I gotta work really hard, I gotta work, that working hard, and that's the only way it's gonna pay off. No, but it definitely is gonna buy you the house and the cars and the paintings and the whatever you want, the travels, it's going to pay that for you. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just much more to life than all these things that we have in our life. And perhaps that's why the Four of Pentacles is here, like the material possession. I just feel like I almost feel like some of you never really trusted yourself to be like a money-making machine or like abundant. Not a money-making, abundant. And a lot of your angst and stress comes from that. And little did you know that you're infinite beings of light, that abundance is yours in just surrendering to it. Right? In Leo, I said something about how you can just live in that new, and live in this, envision yourself living in this abundant world, like how you're living in it. Envision your new home, envision it, but actually live in it. Like live your life in the today moment like you are living that moment, and watch it come into fruition like quicker than you can imagine, because you're living in abundance. And even if it's like everyone's like, oh, it's just dreaming, Sabrina, or it's just living imagination and blah blah blah, it's exactly where we need to be. Imagination makes you create a brand new moment in your life. Living life routinely makes you live in your ego mind the whole time. Ego does not understand imagination, does not understand brand new. But no, we're going to just do always the same thing. So here is that feeling here. What's coming for you is the hermit mode. It's the hermit, which is Virgo. I feel like we got this last week too, hermit for you. But the hermit is like the cave, right? Retreating into the cave. But it's not only that to me. It's becoming the leader. It's becoming the one that guides others, or guides yourself too, through the portal, right? It's time to let go of these anxieties and the stresses, and start to surrender and trust yourself that money will come in, and that love will come in, and that whatever it is that you're seeking in your life, and you feel like everything is there for you already. Love, money, abundance, freedom, unity, passion, creativity, it's all there. We already have it. It's just that we're hiding ourselves behind things because we don't want to see it. And it's like, go. It's time to move through it. Move through that cave that you're keeping yourself in, that no, I don't have it. I don't. Everybody has everything. I got to take this advice too. Everybody has everything. So we got to start trusting that we do have it, and maybe envision everything. Envision your soulmate, envision your travel, envision your next home, envision it and live in it like you are there. So perhaps you're living in this little home, but I know that my house is waiting for me whenever I'm ready for it. What's the future is the Three of Cups, which is a gorgeous energy. So Three of Cups is like your three best friends, or your two best friends, or your family, or you're socializing, you're coming together. Infinite world is where we live. We have this interesting notion that if we stay quiet and we retreat and we stay with ourselves, then and we avoid all the energies out there, then we're preserving our energy, but you're not. You're just staying in ego, which I did that too. I said, I'm going to stay here because I don't know. That your ego wants you to stay there because it wants you just to play out these programs in your mind. Instead, you have to go out and interact with people and socialize. Even people who are not resonating with you. That's even better, because it's like exchanging energy. You're shining the light on them as well, and you're taking in whatever it is that you need to take. There's just a feeling here that is like very potent to me. A lot of you Scorpions are holding on to an old way of doing, and there's like this creative new projects coming in. You have to take some steps towards that. Get out of your cave, your home, your like safe space, and move into something completely different in you. Wow. Your freaking advice card is the Fool. Move into something new. Take a risk. Jump, Scorpio. The life is infinite. Our light is infinite. Our energy is infinite. Why wouldn't our life be? Why do we keep stuck into these old program ways? Well, this is what I do and that's it. No, man, you can do anything you want. You want to be like the President of the United States? You can be. What's holding you back? Well, I have to go to school and I have to go to the... No, you don't have to do anything. Fucking envision it, man, and let it come true. Like, that is like how we are so boxed into our worlds that we don't realize. This Ace of Pentacles to me is speaking to you, Scorpio, that you're needing to just... You have that idea that came into your mind? What was your idea? Then move on it. You want to do woodworking? Then do that. You want to teach people something? You want to show people how to build homes? To flip homes? You want to show people how to do marketing? You want to show people how to paint? To whatever. Or you like it doesn't. You don't have to always be teaching somebody. You want to start this something, a community, a business. Do it. What's holding you back? The only thing that's holding you back is the limiting belief systems that we live in. And you are an infinite being. It's time to freaking jump. Take that leap. Get out of that like hive mind. I love it. All right. So we're going to give you a message. We are like, yeah, me and myself. We're going to give you a message for this lunar eclipse. I said it again, but anyways. Okay. For Scorpio, please. Oh, okay. Release your blocks. Release that which you are attached to. Release all the limited beliefs, which are blocks. With all the I should, I can't, release that. Because you can do anything you want. And you're being presented with opportunities, left, right, and center. Like, they're coming up as ideas and you're discarding them as like silly because you're giving excuses. But you're an infinite being and you can do whatever you want. I'm going to take this message to bed tonight. I don't know anything about this. This is an amazing message. All right. So I'm going to give you one last message. I have a numerology deck here. Angel numerology deck that we sell on Etsy and our online store. So you want to come out? 666. Libra got this as well. Be present. It's time to take the next step. It's time to take the next step on your spiritual path. Release yourself from material attachment and your lower ego mind. Material attachment. This is your wake-up call. I love it. All right, so if you see sixes anywhere this week, then you know that Spirit is like, yo, it's time to jump. All right, my beautiful Scorpio, enjoy your birthday week and your month. And these lunar eclipse energies are going to be wild, so take a step back. Retreat a little bit, but also go out. In your case, you need to be going partying and interacting with people. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. And check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. And every comment will be put in a giveaway for a 2023 annual reading. All right, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got this beautiful card, Beyond the Mind. So, to me, this speaks of what is beyond the mind. Yes, here they're showing you like the connection to source, but for me, beyond the mind is the heart and the soul. The mind is your ego. So a lot of people here, Saggies, are maybe stuck in your ego mind, the lower ego mind, which is very limiting, right? Or more like focused on you in this linear world that you're living in. So like praise and adoration and admiration, and like being in control of situations in your life, taking control back, you know, taking your power, which is mind, right? We already have the power. We don't need to take any power back from anybody because we have the power, right? There's this feeling of, it's interesting because it's showing in the throat area as well, like expression, like maybe you're hiding behind your authentic self. You're hiding behind who you really are, and you're just showing a facade. But here, let's just see what's going on. It's a gorgeous card. So I actually brought you here, you guys, from Instagram, because I believe these cards are a bit intense. So if you haven't already, go grab a glass of wine or coffee, and let's get into this. So in your past energy, we have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card. The Hierophant is also a card, a structure, a card of following the rules, of, you know, it's very bureaucratic feeling. It's a bishop card in the Rider-Waite, where it's like, it's also a marriage card, if you think about it. So it's like following the rules of society kind of thing. The Taurus is also a card about financial stability, a security. So some of you might have like come from that kind of a home, or come from places where you followed the rules, right? The Hierophant showing up here. It could be a Taurus that's in your life. It's a 5 card. Could be, again, I love the decks with these pillars here, which is like that 1111 portal coming in this week. So let's just see the present, so we can understand what's happening from the past. The 8 of Cups energy, the Pisces energy. The 8 of Cups is this energy of you walking away from something that's really good that's happening in your life. Something that is feels healthy, feels like people would question, like, why would you walk away from this kind of energy? But you feel it in your heart and soul that it's time to move forward on this. So let me look at the root, and then we'll talk about all the 3 of them together. We have the Hangman not in reverse. The Hangman, which is a Pisces energy as well. So we have 2 Pisces and a Taurus energy, water and earth, showing up here. And you have the Hangman and the 8 of Cups, and then the thing. Okay, so what I see here, this is a general reading. So what I see is the Hierophant. Some of you have followed the rules in your life, have followed the status quo. You've lived by what society, you've lived by your parents, you've lived by what everybody's telling you, even you've lived by the spiritual path. It's still following some sort of like a rule, right? So you follow these things. But right now you're in, there's a part of you in your life where you're like, the Hangman is it your root. It's like you've always questioned, you've always like never really trusted anything around you, and now and you did, and now you're at a point where you're like, I think I'm leaving. I'm gonna like be my Sagittarius self, and I'm going to move into something completely new or something different, something that's outside of my my normal that I have set for myself, that I've created for myself. But it's not like aligned with your soul, right? This for me is your mind, and this is for me is your soul saying, you tried it, Saggy, but it's not working. Like, you're not, even though you might feel yourself someone that is follows the, no, I don't think I follow that. I can't even say that about Sagittarius. Doesn't even make sense to me to say that. Like, I can't even say that. But maybe some of you have, right? And you found comfort in it. And here you're not not comfortable. It's time to go. You've been like waiting, you've been hanging around, you've been waiting around, you've been holding on to others around you because everyone else maybe you're helping others, you're trying to, like you're hanging on to others, or you're holding on to yourself from a past energy. I hope I'm explaining myself, because I understand what I'm saying. But it's like the Hangman is also you're stepping back and looking at a different perspective, and that is something you've always done, which is a root thing. And now you're finally deciding it's the Eight of Cups. It's like, I can't live for other people in my life. I have to live for myself. I can't be doing things for everyone else and not feeling comfortable about it. That is what it is. And we tend to follow the mind, because the mind keeps us, it's our program, right? That keeps us in line and check. And you're like, so what's coming is the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups is happiness, joy, whatever, but it's in reverse. Okay. So the Ten of Cups in reverse feels to me like it'll take some time for you to get your groove back on, right? There'll be a delay in this happy family, or this like happiness, because you're needing to makes sense to me now. That's another Pisces, by the way. Pisces is all about spirituality, intuition. It's also about drowning in your emotions. And we're in a lunar eclipse, full moon, so this is very interesting for you. To me, I'm feeling like you are making some moves, Saggy. And it's going to create some ripple effects in your life. Hence the Ten of Cups in reverse. You are moving away from a rigid structure. You're moving away from expectations and attachments that others have put on you. And you're moving into this freedom, finally, this free feeling. But it's going to take a while for you to find yourself, and to others around you to completely understand your moves. But again, that's not your problem, because everyone is a mirror, and everyone's sending you a lesson in your life. When I say everyone's a mirror, like I've said this to some people already, is that if this person is in front of you and is completely irritating you, or is judging you, or is hating on you, then you got to put your face on that person's face. It's because you're hating on yourself, and you're judging yourself, and you're doing all these things to yourself. Reflection. That is what it is. And here, this is where I feel like a lot of you are going to enter into some heavy mirror work. Hence the Ten of Cups in reverse. You're going to, because you're making these decisions to move away from this relationship, move into a new home, start new business projects, start whatever it is that you're doing, but you're doing it on your own terms. And you are making waves, like a tsunami almost, like with everyone else around you and yourself. And that's why Ten of Cups won't show up as quickly as you imagine it to be. So you're going through the triggers and the mirror work, and you're going to be going through it like with everybody else around you. But that's why the Beyond the Mind is like, let's get into your heart, Sagittarius. Let's get you heart-centered. Not this, right? I mean, this is going to stay with us for the rest of our lives, but it's a way to work with the lower ego, the higher ego, and not the lower ego. So what's the future coming? the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So the Six of Pentacles is money coming up, going out, money coming in. It's an exchange of giving and receiving. And in reverse, speaks to me like your decisions and your choices you are going to make in the next few days, weeks, months are going to cause this like wave that I said, but it's going to cause a little bit of wave in your finances, in your relationships, in your family, in all of it. There's going to be like a moment of like, oh my God, did I make the right choice kind of moment? And it's going to be the choice that you made. If it was heart-centered, then yes, it was the right choice, right? If you remained in your mind, then it was like the choice. It's going to create another loop in your life, and it's going to come back for another lesson. So like your ego is going to fight you to the death to stay with the norm. It doesn't understand you. It doesn't understand imagination. It doesn't understand change. It wants to remain and keep you in that loop of like, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's okay, you'll do it next time. That's your ego. Like, oh, but I want to, like, I feel like I need to do this. I'm just going to jump and go, but do you have enough money? Can you do this? Can you do that? But do you really love him? Do you love her? Do you love this? What are people going to say? That's your ego. And that is what's coming up for you, Sagittarius. So, oh my God, your advice is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartbreak, pain, grief. It's all these beautiful swords inside your heart, right? That coming up as a advice. I've never had this before. Three of Swords coming up as an advice. But I like it because this thing is beyond the mind. And this is the Three of Swords, the heart, even though it's being pierced. I just feel like, Saggy, like literally you're going through massive changes in this next few months. Stick to your guns. Do what you need to do that feels right in your soul. You are going to encounter like some delays in like family and home and like unity within the relationships with the people. You might experience some decline of funds, but know that you are always taken care of, right? So I'm gonna get back to this. And then the Three of Swords is coming in and says there will be heartbreak. You will have caused heartbreak with others because of these choices that you're making that are aligned with your soul. But like there's always some, like it doesn't look so gloomy, this card, right? It feels like there's light behind. There's a reason for all your choices, and you have to stick to what is right for your soul and your heart. If your heart is saying something, then you got to follow it, because that is how you created your life on this earth. The Three of Swords feels like, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever for people, for a human, but it's not, because these are just, we are moving into neutrality. These are emotions that have to clear through your bodies, and that is what you're doing. Sagittarius is where I see this. And that's why it's going to cause a little bit of ripple in your life, because people are going to not understand your choices. They're not going to understand why you've chosen this path and how you're doing things, but you're not here to live this life of regulation and structure and have-tos and obligations. You're here to live your own life. And if there is, and the only way, like through the clearing, is to always see this, the dips of money, the dips of love, the dips of like relationships, and that's how you see things clearly. That's how you can look at the mirrors. So Three of Swords showing up to me feels like you are going to experience some heartache and grief and sorrow, but it will be necessary to move into the next path. I hope this message made sense to you. So I'm going to give you a lunar eclipse. This is really intense, but it makes sense for Sagittarius 100%. Don't back down, because everybody else is on their own journey as well that they've created. So they maybe created the part that you're maybe hurting someone because of a decision you made, is maybe that's what they created in their journey, that they were supposed to get hurt by you so that they could see something in their life, you know. So we tend to want to change everybody's journeys, and we want to like fix things, but we're just fucking it up a lot more, because everyone has their own movie playing at the same time as ours. So why, like, don't get involved, just do your thing. We can't fix, we can't heal, we can't do anything to other people. They have to. And this is the learning experience that we're on, and we're all going to learn that we have the power to do all of that ourselves. So your lunar eclipse energy comes out. Your lunar full moon eclipse in Taurus, you got a Taurus card show up. Know your worth. Know your worth as you make these choices. So I'm going to give you a last card from our Angel Numerology deck that you can find on Etsy or on websites. All the information is down below. So Sagittarius, what is the number that they need to know? Yes, okay, I'm getting this one. 888. Energy is flowing. Financial abundance is on its way. Everything is falling into place as it is meant to be. You are in harmony with the universe. Isn't that funny? Because we see the Six of Pentacles and there's like a lack of this, but then here it is. So you see, things are coming your way. 888, know your worth. Things are falling into place the way they were supposed to be. It doesn't look or feel that way, but what is anymore? What is supposed to look, things supposed to look like, right? So I love you so much, Saggy. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also like, comment, and subscribe. Every comment that you put will be put in a annual 2023 giveaway that I'm giving at the end of the year. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got radical expansion. Look how gorgeous this dragon. So beautiful, this card. This to me speaks volumes for a lot of you. So this speaks like of, it's time to get out of your little comfort zone, my beautiful Capricorn. It's time to expand. It's time to grow. It's time to make the changes in your life that you need to do, but in a radical way. Like in a, yes, it's time for me to do this. Like I'm doing it. Whether you have your own business, whether you're studying, whether you're in a job, whether you're in a home, whether you're single, whatever it is, it's time. Like maybe you're single and you need to like make a move on that person. Maybe you're in a job and you're always holding back what you want to say, and it's time to freaking say it, man. What are you hiding behind? Why are we following rules all the time? This is like you stepping outside of the rules, Capricorn. You're in a business and you need to change things up, then freaking change it. It's time. Why are you holding on to what your parents or your husband and your wife and your boss and your everyone in your life, why are they ruling you? It's time for big change. So let's see what's going on with you. You got the past, the present, the future, the root, what's coming, and the advice. In your past, you have the Queen of Swords, which is a Libra energy. Could be Cancer or Scorpio. Where did I get that, man? Could be Gemini or Aquarius. Oh my God. Too many. Queen of Swords energy. is an energy. Taurus got this as a past energy as well. So it's a energy of direct approach, someone in your life that is very clear, communicative, very like no bullshit, very honest. Like you have that someone, you've had this person in your life, or you've been this person in your life, and it's important to note that. So I don't know until I see the cards. Ooh, Justice is Libra. So definitely Libra energy showing up here. The Justice card showing up is like finding the balance, finding the fairness at work, in your job, in your life, whatever it is. But it also could be legalities, maybe a raise, a promotion, a contract being signed up. There's feeling maybe some of you are buying a home, selling a home. Maybe you're in the process of an estate, an inheritance, something this way. Justice to me is that, right? Like maybe there's a divorce, separation happening. I don't know, but whatever it is, justice feels very present. And I mean, look at like these two cards. They're like, the sword is up, the sword is down. It's like, I'm ready to make a move. I'm ready to finalize something, right? The root is the Queen of Wands, which is an Aries, Leo, Saggy. But the Queen of Wands, there's two queens here showing up in your past and in your root, and you have the justice system. It's like massive energies here. So it's almost like it could be a mother energy. It could be a female, like a best friend energy. It could be anyone, a leadership kind of energy, a mentor kind of energy in your life that is here to, it could be you too. Very open, very vibrant, very like, I almost feel the Justice card is that there's a decision that's going to be made. It's almost like a judgment, right? That's coming down. And it's, with this radical expansion, it feels like you have to dip into your Queen of Wands energy, or you have to go and get support or encouragement from a Queen of Wands kind of energy. Someone very outgoing and willing to help, and very supportive and encouraging, but also very smart. The Queen of Wands, very intelligent, knows how to, like, dealings with business, you know, very, I don't know what's going on here. Let's go see what's coming. The Nine of Crystals, the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence, financial independence, a raise, a promotion. So that's what I see. Like some of you are in the process of getting ready. Let's just put this here. Getting ready to embark on a completely interesting path when it comes to career, your finances. That's where, or your schooling, if you're in school, like doing something, like establishing yourself, you know, it's like establishing your roles in your life. And if it's a relationship, it could be a relationship, because the Justice could be divorce, separation, or marriage, let's say. You're establishing your role in that relationship, but in a very nurturing, not really nurturing, because Queen of Wands could be nurturing, but in a very leadership kind of way, role. Like, I don't know if you understand me. I'm the boss, but not really. Like, you're working together with people, but you're not like there's no weakness here, is what I'm saying. There's like you making moves towards your financial health, towards your confidence, you know, to your self-worth. You're moving in to you. And that's that radical expansion. I feel like it's enough now that people walk all over you. It's enough now that people make decisions for you. It's enough now that people make fun of you. It's enough now that all of this. No. I mean, Capricorn, you're pretty much confident for that, but there's like, some of you, I feel like you're lacking it, and here it's coming in and it's like, boom, let's do this. Because the future is the Eight of Wands. Exactly. The Eight of Wands energy is, it's time to express yourself. It's time for communication, clear communication. This is what I want in my job. This is what I want in my relationship. This is what I want in my friendships. This is what I want with my children, my parents, my whatever it is. You're like, I almost feel like you're solidifying your next roles or your next moves in your life. Definitely these two cards are speaking to me greatly, this Justice and this Queen of Swords, with these swords of truth, right? These are the sword of truth. It's like, it's time to tell you exactly how I feel. It's time to tell you exactly what I want from this job, from this business, from this employee, from this my partnership, from my friend, like from every area of your life, Capricorn. It's almost coming in and saying, it's time to step into that. And you don't have to do it so cold and calculated like this. You could be Queen of Wands about it. You could be very vibrant about it, but you still get your message across. That is where I'm getting this. Or you could get some help from a mother energy or a female in your life. You have like you have some interesting females in your life right now that could be helping you through this process. The advice is the Knight of Cups. It's a Pisces energy, which is like romance, love coming in. It's a way to look at things in a very idealistic way instead of being so harsh on yourself. Knight of Cups could be someone in your life that is going to help you through this. It's going to help you do exactly what it is you want to do with your life. Could help you regain your confidence, regain your self-worth kind of thing. I mean, you don't need anybody else to do that for you. Nobody does. But you could be getting help. You're already getting help from two women. So maybe there is a Knight of Cups coming in and going to be a part of this expansion that's happening for you. But for me, what I see in these cards is there's gonna be a massive change, a massive shift with this Justice card here, and you're gonna have some help from females in your life, whether like whatever role they play in your life, and it's going to be very rewarding for you financially, and also it's going to help you with your confidence. You're going to be more expressive. It's going to help you get in line with your life. It's really kind of it's a very powerful energy is what I'm feeling here. Like I feel like standing up straight, you see, when I'm standing. So I'm going to give you a lunar eclipse energy message. The Eight of Wands energy could also be like it's Sagittarius energy. It's like a coming in of a communication coming in towards you, like someone calling you and saying, hey, this is what's happening, or like a text or an email or something regarding this. So that's why I feel like if some of you are waiting for a verdict in a court case, it looks favorable to me. It looks like everything is very like positive here. Your message is go for it. I love it. Speak your truth, my beautiful Capricorn, or whatever, not your truth, but just speak up. Say what you're feeling. Stop hiding behind whatever you think you're hiding behind. It's time for expansion. It's time to say what you feel, but not in a meaner way. We don't have to, like everyone says, say what you feel. It doesn't have to be mean. It's full of kindness and compassion, but you have to like be assertive in a way that this is what I want. And they're like, well, I can't give it to you. And then you say, we've got to figure it out then. Because like, you're indispensable. That's how you have to feel in life. So it's a little bit of a change of way of looking at things. So I'm going to give you a last message from our Angel Numerology deck. We sell these on Etsy and Essence of I, or with me if you would like. So you pick one a day to help you. Okay. The Capricorn energy is coming out. It's 555. I love it. 555. Get ready for change. Let go of fear and doubt. Listen to your intuition and go for it. Rebirth, renewal. This is what is happening. I love that these cards all coincide with each other. Things are changing for you, Capricorn, but you have to put a little bit of effort into it to get to this radical expansion. I love that card. I love you. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. If you comment below, I will enter you into a giveaway for a 2023 annual reading that I will give at the end of December. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got vulnerability. This gorgeous dragon. Crystals. I love it. Vulnerability is maybe one of the most, it's a 56, so it's 11, divine number. Vulnerability is one of the most, one of the strongest, is it an emotion? I guess emotion or feelings that you can have. To be vulnerable means that you are open, you've opened your heart, and you're transparent, right? You are completely honest of who you are. So vulnerability showing up here speaks to me for you, because Aquarians, nobody wants to show vulnerability, that they see it as a weakness, where it's really not. It's the complete opposite, right? Like they see, because that's what we learn in this program society, is that you can't be vulnerable because then you're gonna get taken advantage of, whatever. But vulnerability is actually showing the true heart and soul. So some of you are going through a really hard time right now. I feel it in my heart. Some of you are just navigating through a difficult situation, or it doesn't have to be difficult because it looks very happy. It could be a happy situation, but you're having a hard time expressing yourself to somebody. You're having a hard time being vulnerable. You're having a hard time showing this part of you, which is so important at this moment in time, because that is who you are, really, at the depth of your soul. So your past, your present, your future, the root, what's coming, and the advice. In the past, we have the Four of Wands energy, which is a beautiful energy. It's celebration, it's accomplishment, success. It's like happy marriage, a happy childhood, fulfillment. Interesting. Let's see why vulnerability is here. So present is the Chariot. It's a Cancer card, which is change, direction. It's victory and accomplishment, but also it's travel, moving your home. That's where you are right now, by the way. Some of you are maybe thinking of making a move. It's a 7 card. So right away, when I just see these two, the Four of Wands is that you're coming from a pretty solid family, a good relationship, like life has been good so far for you in the past. And then now the Chariot is this itch to make a change. The Chariot is like, I need to leave my home, rent a new space, travel the world. I need to start a new job. There's just this feeling of change within you that perhaps is making you feel like this, because you're wanting to make a move, And maybe others around you are like, well, everything is really good with you, so why would you want to make a move? Or what, like, you know, that is what's going on. So the root of it is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands energy, you don't see it in here because I don't see anything here. It's like there's seven. It's okay. I see. There's like waves, and there's a person here. So there's like adversity. The Seven of Wands is like having faith in yourself. It's like facing your coming face to face with your truth and the consequences of your life. It's like having people, you not really trusting the people around you, having one foot in, one foot out kind of thing. And so that makes a little bit more sense here. It's like you kind of retreat, right, Aquarius? So we know that you're not emotional as a sign, right? You're more closed. It's harder for you to hug people. It's harder for you to like express yourself fully, because you feel like maybe people don't completely understand you. So you'd stop, right, talking, because people are like, what, you know? Because some of you are emotionless when you speak, and it's what it is what it is. Actually, for me, in my mind, it's like now, it's like you're neutral, and that's where you need to be, but that's something else. Here, I'm feeling that some of you are wanting to make like a massive change in your life, in your home or your family situation or your relationship situations, and you're holding yourself back because you're not completely trusting the external world. It's almost like you don't trust how they will perceive this change that you want to make, because your past has been so great in their eyes, right? Everybody sees things differently. So what's coming for you is a Ten of Pentacles, which is freaking phenomenal. The Ten of Pentacles is like family, home, money, like a coming together. And so like a 10 is the end of a journey, right? And you're moving into something completely new when it comes to home, security, family. This exactly the Cancer, right? Kind of the Chariot, significance of the Chariot. I want to look at them all because I want to understand. Wow, the Magician comes in, is the one. The Magician is this portal energy, 1111 of November 11th. The Magician is all about manifestation. It's about creating your new reality. It's about like, this is like, so I'm seeing this very clearly now. So obviously not every single Aquarius out there, but there's this feeling here of Aquarians that are holding on to a past energy. You're attaching yourself to how you were so happy in the past, how your relationship was so good in the past, or how everything was in the past. And by attaching to that, you're having a harder time making this move. But the indication is like you need to make the move. I don't know what it is. So whether it's you're leaving your home, whether you're traveling, whether you're starting a new job, whether you're starting a new relationship, whether you're jumping into something, but it needs to be done quickly. The Chariot is like, right? Fast movement. But you're holding on to past regrets, you're holding on to past betrayals, to past lies, to past incidences that are just keeping you in this inertia. It's keeping you in like stagnancy, and it's not where you need to be. Because I'm telling you, when I see these cards, if you make the move, Ten of Pentacles shows up, it changes your whole life. Your whole life is going to change before your eyes. Like things will start to make sense. Abundance, like your relationships with people will make sense again. And the Magician shows up, and it's like you're going to go back right onto the path where you need to be. The one is the new beginning, but it's the beginning of your journey. The fool makes a leap into and meets the magician as the first one, and the magician explains to him, well, this is how it's all up to you how you want to live your life. And being vulnerable means that you are actually reaching really deep into your heart and really deep into your soul and really admitting to yourself what it is that you want in this next path. Really going deep and saying, okay, what was, what is. So let me just start with the is, and let me move on that. And if it exposes myself, my weaknesses, which there's no weakness, man, right? There's no negativity, there's no weakness, there's none of this crapola that we're programmed to believe. Because nobody knows what that is. Why is it weak? Who deemed it to be weak? For me, your weakness is your strength. So go deep there and feel those feels out. But it's time for change for you. Like, things are going to move quickly once you make this move. Your advice is judgment, which is Scorpio. This is the second to last card of the journey. So it's almost like, stop judging yourself. This is your aha moment. This is your mastery moment. This is it. Maybe you need to step into your vulnerability, and this was your last, it's not your last stage, by the way, it's one of your phases that you're in, that you're moving forward. So there's this it's really gorgeous energy here. And I'm not staying here, but you guys, like, I got Judgment, the Magician, the Chariot. These are 4 major arcanas, 4 major life lessons in your life. They're showing up here. You're having to make these moves, and you're going to probably heavily judge yourself. Maybe you're going to heavily judge other people, but this is not, it is. It is what it is. It is. So just surrender yourself to this. Feel all the feels as you go through it. But you're exactly where you need to be, is what I'm getting. The Judgment is like getting into that aha moment of your life. You're like, oh, this is where I need to be. And then moving along day by day, and not attaching to what was, even though it was freaking amazing. It's good for you that it was amazing, right? That you had an amazing childhood, amazing life, and right now you're like, well, I don't feel that right now. I don't feel that. It doesn't matter. Stop that. Stop attaching to the negative, the positive, the weakness, the strength, all this programming. Stop it. Like, let it be. It is what it is. It served its purpose, and now you're serving your purpose. And now there's a moment where you're going to get an aha moment where it's time to move, and you're going to have to take that and listen to it. And it's maybe going to make you feel like, but it's like where you need to be. Nobody on anybody's journey is going to feel like comfortable the whole time, the whole way through. No. And if you feel comfortable the whole way through, then you're just an actor. Like, I don't know, but that doesn't make sense to me. And not even Jesus Christ felt comfortable on his journey here, right? He was forever like thrown rocks at. He was put on a cross, for frick's sake. So, like, the journey is what it is, and we're needing to clear the all this density inside of us, and it's okay. You're not alone in this. But here you have this opportunity coming your way, Aquarius. It's time to take it. Don't let pride get in your way. Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Don't let it come in your way. Don't let this ego mind get in your way of what is yours. Amazing. All right, I'm going to give you one last card. This is my numerology deck. angel numerology cards that we have on Essence Divine and Etsy. So good gift ideas. Let's see what number is coming out for you, for Aquarius, please. All right, we got 777. Luck is on your side. Spiritual growth and change is about to happen in your life. Keep doing what you are doing. Follow your dreams. Very interesting to me. Right? Okay. I don't know. I feel this need to count the cards, so I'm going to count them. 10, 14, 21, 28, 29. 29 plus, 29 is 49, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 4. 4 is foundation. I love it. 13 is a nice number too. All right, so good luck in Italy. So check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, comment, and subscribe. Every comment that you put down there in the comment section will be added to a giveaway for a 2023 annual reading. I love you so much, Aquarius. You got this. Be vulnerable. Just be. I feel like there's something coming for you and you're going to be like amazed by it. It's going to be like a haha moment. So take it. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got evolution. 24/6. Evolution feels to me like some of you are in the process of massive change. Massive shifts in your life are happening. Some of you are on a spiritual journey. You're feeling the upgrading of the DNA. Others that are not, that are like in a process of coming out of the cocoon kind of thing, coming out of the womb almost. Like you are going through a very uncomfortable stage and phase in your life when it comes to relationship, comes to job, it comes to work, or whatever it is. And at the end, it's like you were meant to go through the, like this kind of thing. So let's just see what is happening for you. Past, present, future, root is coming, and the advice. So the past is the Lovers energy. Lovers is Gemini energy. So in the past energy, that's like maybe you have soulmate energy. It doesn't have to be. It could be just lovers. You are relationships. I can't say what that is until I see this. The Ten of Wands is a Sagittarius energy. The Ten of Wands energy is about heavy burdens on your shoulders. You're carrying a lot of weight for other people's opinions, or you're carrying a lot of, like, there's a lot of change happening. Evolution is happening in your life, and you're having to make big decisions in your life. And now when I see the Lovers card, it could be about relationships. It could be about your marriage. It could be about like lovers that you have in your life. It could be about soulmate energies. Doesn't have to be love, right? It could be friendships. At the root is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is making a move, stepping out, going somewhere, making a change in your life, having made a decision to, like you are at a crossroads and you made that change. So perhaps that like a choice that you've made in your life, Pisces, has caused you to feel this burden on your shoulders. Perhaps you made this choice. Maybe you did it attaching yourself to a person in your life, like you made this choice because of like a lover or a friend or a mother, a father, brother, sister, like someone in your life that was very close to you, and you keep holding on to that energy, and that by making that decision about that energy, you've caused a lot of like heaviness. I don't want to say that you made a poor decision in your life, because I don't really believe in that, but everything is like created by you. So you made a choice that was like part of your contract. But I feel like you've made some decisions as of late that have caused you to question yourself, have caused you to, it has brought on a lot of more, has brought on heaviness in your life. And perhaps it's because you weren't thinking of yourself. You put a lot of other people in your equation. Or it could be a relationship that's like causing you this stress as well. So what's coming is the King of Cups, which is the Scorpio energy. The King of Cups energy is to go into your heart more. He's our romantic king. He's more of our ideologist. You know, he's more of the truly heart-centered king. And almost like I feel like a lot of you have you've done is actually because lovers, you think it's love and romance, but I don't see it as a Gemini card. It feels to me very more like Gemini, Sagittarius. Interesting, because they're the opposite signs. So. In the zodiac. So there is this opposition in this case. I feel like you've maybe crossed people in your life that are in a romantic way, or you've crossed people in your life and you could have crossed them, or you could have just like attached to their energies, right? Or just like made decisions and choices in your life for others instead of for yourself. And that's where I feel like you're at right now. Or you could have I mean, this is not every Pisces, because I see lovers and 10 of Wands. I see like maybe you've cheated on your spouse or whatever, or they have, and you're feeling the burden, right? Because and the King of Cups is showing it's now to like go into your heart. It's now to go into your heart of forgiveness and to love and to like expand that part of you and try to understand why you've gotten to where you've gotten. This is your evolution, right? You had to dip into this lower energy kind of thing to get to this higher energy. You had to make these mistakes, or you had to make these choices. And you're now in a 10 of Wands energy, and you're now realizing that you're having to go through this. You're having to forgive the other person and forgive yourself, which is huge. It's a huge thing to do. Like, and the future is the 5 of Crystals, the 5 of Pentacles. What is up with that? The 5 of Pentacles is like financial lack, poverty mindset, depression, sadness. Like, it's all that, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. So when I look at all these cards, like, definitely choices have been made on your part that may have at the time may seem very ludicrous to you right now, and you're like, why I am having to deal with those consequences. But it's almost like your consequences are going to lead to a little setback, like whether it's a financial setback or whether it's a relationship setback or some like a home family kind of setback. And the King of Cups is saying you're needing to go into your heart and see the bigger picture of all this. This is the evolution of your soul. This is how you are moving through your contracts, how you're moving through your lifetimes here. Some of us need to dip into these like heavier energies or these mistakes so that we come out, right? To understand better the mirrors, whatever it is that's like keeping us stuck. Your advice is a Chariot in reverse. So the Chariot is this fast movement, it's success, it's accomplishment, it's like travel, moving, but in reverse it's a delay. There's a delay in this. So the 5 of Crystals makes sense, I guess. So if the 5 of Crystals comes in, there's a financial like poverty mindset of yours that's like holding back because you're afraid of making a move, or you're like losing money, or you're feeling depressed about this whole situation that you're in, and the Chariot is like, okay, well, it's not the time to make that move, it's not the time to go travel, it's not the time that your success is going to be delayed a little bit, right? Wow. I didn't expect this coming out here. But that's it's interesting. That is the progression of life, right? We don't all, like, I don't know who I talked about this with, but we don't all move into this like fairy tale land, right? And the fairy tales actually meet like the villains. So maybe we do live in a fairy tale land, but there's this like, there's something here that has happened in your past that is still, you're still struggling with. And it's a decision that you made. It's a choice that you made that you are burdened by right now in your life. So it's to go into your heart, and it might cause you a financial setback, or might make you feel like you're wallowing in your depression or self-pity or whatever. You might be there, and know that this, where you are at, is because you're needing to face up to that mirror of yours. And I've talked to many people in the science. The mirror is like, let's say you're having a financial setback. So now put your face on the financial setback that you're feeling, and say, why are you here? Why are you here, Sabrina? Why are you like in this situation? What did you do to get to here? And you go back and you look and you reflect on what it is that got you here. What was the mindset that got you there? And this is how we work through our stuff, and this is how we clear through everything. And so you're coming into a little bit of slowdown when it comes to finances, home life, or even just your mind. I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing, because we're all having to come through this. You don't want to. It's like a choice you made in your past that kind of rerouted you and got you here. So, the Five of Pentacles, if you have a business, there could be like, maybe you need to choose bankruptcy, Chapter 11. I don't know how that works in the States, but whatever, to get to the next step. Like, there's like, pay attention to your signs. I don't know why I got that. I just got that message. Pay attention to the subtle messages coming in. They're there for you to listen to. Your message for the lunar eclipse is a time to give rather than take. So this could have something to do with this Five of Pentacles energy. Maybe some of you are being sneaky about things. That's why this Chariot is showing up like this. You're being manipulative when it comes to money and finances, and here it's like, rethink the way you deal with life. Or it could be love, how you give and how you take love. It could be a lot of things here, but there's feeling here of a little bit of a setback, which is not a bad thing. Remember that it's all part of your movie that you've created. So I'm going to give you a number card from our Angel Numerology Oracle deck that you can find on Etsy or on my website. You got 333. 444 keeps showing up here. 333. Find your balance. It's time to tap into your creativity. You are moving in the right direction. Enjoy life to the fullest. So 333 or 444 it seems like it's one of your numbers this week. If you see those numbers, 3 or 4, then know that you're being guided, you're being supported, and you're loved. And not everything, any setback that happens is for a reason, and it's just to get you back up again. All right, I love you. I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also like, comment, and subscribe. If you comment, then I will add you into the 2023 annual giveaway at the end of this year. Have a great week, and it's time for some evolution. I love you.